Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to show you how I wax and tint my eyebrows from home. Super excited because I've been growing on my eyebrows for a very long time, as you guys can see. And in my last video, they were terrible, so I thought it was only right to show you guys how I do my eyebrows from home. So if you guys want to know how I do these crazy eyebrows from home, keep on watching. Alright guys, so I zoomed in a little bit so you guys can really see my eyebrows. Can you guys see all that hair? Oh boy. So I zoomed in so you guys can really see how I do my eyebrows and just so you can get a feel of how I do them. So I have my own waxer. So the wax that I use is by Gigi. I will put everything in the description box below. So I haven't gone to a salon to do my eyebrows and I want to say about 6 months. It's been a long time since I've stopped going. I always do them at home, and the reason is because I do eyebrows on the side. That is not my full-time job, but it's something I do on the side. And if you are in the New Haven area, I do take clients. I do wax here at my home, and I will put my Instagram brow page somewhere around here so you guys can follow me and hit me up for your appointments. Obviously right now I'm not taking anybody due to the quarantine, due to the virus, but stay tuned for when I will be opening back up and taking clients. Alright, now let's jump right into my eyebrows. So I don't have anything on my brows. As you can see, I have no makeup. They're really bad. So the first thing I do is I just take a little cotton pad and I take some alcohol and I clean my eyebrows. Now I do this to get rid of any dirt or oils or leftover makeup that has been on my brows for the last couple days, just so my eyebrows have a clean surface to wax on. So I'm just gonna wipe them, nothing crazy, just making sure that the area is nice and clean for that wax. So they're nice and clean. Now, mind you, I just showered. They're very clean. I didn't wear makeup any yesterday or any day today. And look how dirty my eyebrows are. You see, that's all that dirt and oil that's left over on your brows. So before you wax your eyebrows at home, you want to make sure you do that to get rid of any dirt or anything that's left over on your brows. Now the next thing I do is I clean them up and cut them. So I have these little scissors here. They're like a little curve scissors just to get that right angle. And I have this little spoolie here. So what I'm going to do is brush my eyebrows up. As you can see, I'm brushing them all the way up just to see all the hair, all the growth that has been happening. And I'm going to take my scissors the curved way. Actually, I'm lying. This way, facing up. You can see the curve is going up. And I'm just going to cut all that grown in hair. So I'm not going in crazy because I don't want to lose my brows. And I'm just brushing up again and just cutting any hairs that are grown out, especially in this front area. You want to get as close as possible, but be careful. So I'm brushing up, making sure I got everything. I have like a hair on my mouth. What is that? So yeah, just brushing up. And I think I got everything. I think it's good. Okay, I'm going to do the other brow after I do this complete brow. And then I will do that one. So now what I like to do. So since I just brushed my brow, it's nice and clean. I'm going to go in and start waxing. Before I do that, I'm going to take some wax strips. So I have these here. These come in a big roll. Everything that I'm using is by Gigi. So they come like in a big long strip and I have to cut them myself. I think they sell individual ones, so it can be easier for you guys that are just starting or just, you know, want to do it at home for fun. That is much easier, but I buy these and I do. My wax has been on for a while, so I have it on medium, not too hot, because you don't want to burn yourself. So now I'm going to take this stick. This is the waxing stick. I also bought this from Gigi. They do have smaller ones, they do have bigger ones. It's your preference. It really doesn't matter. I like these because it gets in there, you know, it gets in there really close. But I'm not going to wax too close because I do not want to take off hair that does not need to be taken off, because I've done that before and let me tell you, I was really sad. So I'm going to brush my brow once more just to make sure all the hairs are up and I can see exactly what needs to be taken off. So now I'm going to take my stick and dip into the wax. Be very careful. You don't want to take too much because you don't really need too much. So I'm just taking it. So I got my wax. See, it's not too much. You really don't need too much. I'm just going to blow it a little bit because it's been on. And I'm going to start at the top. So what I like to do is just outline the top. Like you can see, I'm not going too close to my brow. And I'm just doing that part right there. I'm not going to do the full one. I like to do them in parts because I just feel like it gets better. It gets all the hairs better. So I'm just putting my strip, rubbing it on, make sure it's there, and I'm going to pull the opposite way of my hair growth, like so. And then I'm just going to fold it and just take off any extra wax that's on your brow. So now I'm going to go in with the other half of that brow. Once again, blowing it, or I put too much, I'm just going to take some off. Making sure it's not too hot. And now I'm going to go at the end. So like I said, not too close. You don't want to take your whole brow off. Please don't do that. I've done that before and I literally was scared. So I'm going to put that strip. Now just taking off any extra wax that's there. And now I'm just going to brush my brow again, just so I can really see. Now if you leave any hairs on top of your brow, that's okay because you can go in and pluck them after. I don't like to double wax because sometimes it will get my brow really irritated or burnt. I don't like to go over the same spot twice. That is why I do it in sections, so it can really get each hair. So now I'm going to go underneath. So underneath my brow is a little difficult because, like I said, you don't want to go too close because you don't want to take off any hair that doesn't need to be taken off. So I'm going to do this part first and then do the outer part second. So I'm going to take some wax, not too much. You don't need too much. And now I'm going to do this one very, very precise and very, very slow because I don't want to take off hair that does not need to be taken off. Okay. Take my strip. This part is always painful to me. Please don't mind if my face is extra red or dry. I went to the beach yesterday and I got burnt. So don't mind that. No, I don't know if you guys can see. I think I took a little too much off. You see, that's why you don't go close, okay? That is why you don't go close. But that's okay. Now I'm gonna go with the second half. It's kind of hard to do it on camera because I usually do my brows really close in my mirror and I usually hold my brow, so it is kind of difficult, so bear with me. Now I'm going to do that outer part. I'm going to try to look into my viewfinder for that, so don't mind if I'm looking down. Actually, I can't. I'm going to use the mirror. Now I'm doing the outer part. I'm just going to hold my brow. And just take off any extra. Now you guys can see that I still have hair there. But that is okay because I'm going to go in and pluck that because I don't like to get too close. So now to take off that extra wax and just to clean it up, make sure it's not irritated, I'm going to use this Gigi. It's called the Wax Off. It smells amazing. So I'm just going to use my fingers. I just put some like that, and I just put it all over my brow like so, just to get any extra wax that has been on there, and just to like soothe it a little bit, because you know it's heat and you're irritating your brow. So I'm just going to take a little cotton pad and wipe that all off. Now I'm going to take my tweezers. So the tweezers I'm using, I don't really know the name. I think it's called Gela. Don't really know. I got these in an Ipsy Glam bag one time, and I've been using them ever since. I honestly love these. So now I'm just going to pluck any extra hairs that I didn't get off. Now that my brows are waxed and plucked and clean, I'm going to go in with my tint. So the tint that I use is by Reflecto Seal. Let me just get it out for you guys. It's by Reflecto Seal. So this, I think I got it on Amazon. It's really good. I've been using for ever since I started doing my brows at home, and I absolutely love it. So this is the liquid, and this is the tint here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it came as a set. It also came with this brush and this little glass container to put the wax, to put the tint in, excuse me. So I used that, and I really like it. I have no complaints. I've been using it ever since, and it's really good, and it lasts a long time. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the tint, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys. So I went ahead and mixed my tint. So all I did was put a tiny amount of tint and 10 drops of that liquid and just mix it all up. So now I'm just going to take some tint. Where's my mirror? I'm going to take some tint and put it all over my brow. Now it is okay if you get a little messy doing this, because we're going to go in and clean it up a little later. So I'm just putting this all over my brow like so. Don't be scared if it's like too dark. It will fade away. And also, like, if you make a mistake while waxing brows, you can go in with the tint and fix it. So like right here, you see how I really don't like that curve. So I'm just going to go in with the tint and just kind of like even that out. See? So it's okay if you mess up. So yeah, I'm going to put it all over my brow. You just want to make sure you coat all the hairs. So now what I like to do to clean it up, I go in with a Q-tip. I have some Q-tips here. And I will go in and reshape that brow and clean it up. Like so. And then I'm going to go in on the bottom. See? Then I'm going to clean up the front here as well. Like so. Now I'm going to, while that's settling in, I'm going to go ahead and wax the middle. So it's the same exact thing that I did with the brows. You don't want to get too close to the brows because you don't want to have a big gap in the middle. So you're just going to take your wax and just put that wax in the middle of your brows. Want to get as close as possible. Then you're going to take your strip. Now usually I use 2 strips because 1 strip doesn't cover the whole section. And then you wax. Now I'm going to do the other side. Like so. And then I'm just going to take another clean strip and just take away any excess wax that was left behind. Like so. So So now I'm going to go ahead and do the other brow off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and waxed the other brow off camera, and I also tinted it off camera. So this is the result of that. So while this one was sitting in, I'm going to go ahead and take that off. So how I do that is I take a little cotton round and I take this Garnier micellar water. You can use anything to take it off. I just like using this because it leaves it feeling nice and clean, and I feel like it gets all that tint off. So I just put it on the cotton, and now I'm going to take it off. So you're just gonna like rub it. Don't be alarmed when you take it off. Don't be like, oh my god, look at my eyebrow. No, don't worry, girl. Do not worry at all. So you're just gonna keep wiping until you get all that off. Even if you feel like it's all off, just keep wiping until all of it is gone. Now I'm gonna take my spoolie and diffuse it. Alright, so that is that brow all waxed and finished. So I just cleaned it up a little bit and plucked any little hairs that I seen. So now it's time to take off this brow. So I'm going to do the same exact thing that I did to the other brow. I'm going to take my little micellar water, put a good amount on there, and just wipe away. I want to make sure it's all off. Okay, now I'm going to take my little spoolie and just diffuse it a little more. Anything that I couldn't get off with the cotton, I'm getting off with my spoolie. I don't know if you can see, my spoolie is like dark. That's because it's taking off any extra tint that's really in there. Okay, they look good. So that is my brows finished with wax. I have a little wax in here still, that's okay. So that is my brows finished with wax and tint. They came out really good, and it's pretty easy to do at home. You know, you just got to be really careful with the wax, because once the hair is gone, girl, it's gone. So be very careful when you're doing that. Alright, you guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm so glad I got to share this with you guys and do this for you guys on camera. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.